Today on the Topic Show, Matt Walsh comments on New York City's foreign-born population goes viral on social media. A manhunt is underway for teens who tore down a pride flag in Georgia. A mother reveals how a school secretly transitioned her child without her permission. New York City elects socialist Zohran as DNC Mayoral candidate. Cadillac sells their first sleek EV for $340,000. And Ford has yet more recalls, this time with the F-150, the Ranger, and a Lincoln. All of that and much more on The Topping Show. Going over to the political part podcast, you have New York City elects their socialist mayoral candidate, Zohran Mamdani, who is also a Muslim. Now, this is brought to us thanks to Adam, in which he says, quote, Zohan, as I like to say, Mamdani is now mayor of New York. Here, you can see why. He's the only America First candidate. He says Zionists are seething. America is waking up. Now, he's saying he's becoming mayor. To clarify, he is the mayoral candidate now for the Democrat Party. Granted, one could argue that is the de facto mayor of New York City, because like this city of Chicago, and I am intentionally mispronouncing that for once. I usually mispronounce things for free or, mispronounce things without trying. But in all seriousness, Chicago has been deep blue or Democrat electing their mayors and everything for almost 100 years. Which makes sense. I mean, every year the city gets safer. The business, gets safer. It's more businesses move there because of the tax breaks. It's a great place to raise a family and start a business. And that's a political pun and kind of dark when you're considering their murder rates or crime rates are getting worse and worse every year. But people there keep voting the same way, which is actually the definition of insanity, which is doing the same thing time and time again, expecting a different result. But I partially digress. Now, again, there actually already is a reader just added context saying that, again, he's not mayor, he's a mayoral candidate. So he was elected as, he's going to be leading the front for the Democrats. Now, it looks like Democrats also outnumber Republicans 2-1 in New York City and have won the last 3 mayoral elections. So, yeah, there's a high propensity that he's going to win. And it's about a minute 28 long. See here.
The first foreign visit by a mayor of New York is always considered significant. Where would you go first? Left to right, Ms. Adams.
First visit, I would visit the Holy Land.
Mr. Cuomo?
Given the hostility and the anti-Semitism that has been shown in New York, I would go to Israel.
Mr. Tilson, where would you go?
Yeah, I'd make my 4th trip to Israel, followed by my 5th trip to Ukraine, 2 of our greatest allies.
Ukraine? Why the... I'll never understand. Why is Ukraine our ally? We get a friendly reminder. We're giving Ukraine $180 billion, even funding the pensions for the government officials over there. Yeah, I've never heard a solid argument for Ukraine being an ally. I can understand Israel in terms of strategically location and business-wise. And again, I'm biased because there are a lot of software companies that are headquartered over there that work, and they also resell, and we do reselling and integrations of technologies in the United States for businesses. But I partially digress.
Fighting on the front lines of the global war on terror.
Mr. Mamdani?
I would stay in New York.
I butchered his name. I wasn't intentionally. Mamdani? Is that what it is?
Stay in New York.
Oh, sorry. One more time.
Donnie?
I'm sorry. One more time. Mamdani?
War on terror.
Mr. Mamdani?
That's almost as ridiculous as a name like Topping. Oh, wait. I partially digress.
I would stay in New York City. My plans are to address New Yorkers across the 5 boroughs and focus on that.
Mr. Mamdani, can I just jump in? Would you visit Israel as mayor?
I will be doing, as the mayor, I'll be standing up for Jewish New Yorkers, and I'll be meeting them wherever they are across the 5 boroughs, whether that's in their synagogues and temples or at their homes or at the subway platform, because ultimately we need to focus on delivering on their concerns.
And just yes or no, do you believe in a Jewish state of Israel?
I believe Israel has the right to exist.
Not
as a Jewish state?
As a state with equal rights.
He won't
Not as a
say it
Jewish
has a
state.
right to exist as a Jewish state. Be very
And
clear
his
on
answer
that.
was no, he won't visit Israel.
I said that.
That's what he was trying to say.
No. Unlike you, I answer questions very directly.
All right.
My goal would be to take my first
That guy stutters worse than me, which is saying something. Let me
trip to Israel.
rewind back to this other candidate. Which again, they all lost except for Zohran.
All right.
My goal would be to take my first trip to Israel. My wife's life work in this area means a lot to our family, and it could coincide with my young son Miles' bar mitzvah, if you'd like to have his bar mitzvah.
Okay, but
That guy in the middle looks awkwardly happy, or just the other guy speaking. He just smiling at the camera. And again, Zohran did win. And again, the readers added context. And again, he's now the forerunner for the Democrat Party, which, yeah, if he wasn't, I mean, again, we'll get in the comment section. This went viral, got 2 million views and 4.3 thousand likes. One of the first comments comes to us thanks to Adam saying, quote, going to be a mayor is a sure thing at this point, getting 275 likes, which, yeah, again, 2-1. I mean, Democrats outnumber Republicans 2-1. So, yeah. You also have Todd Richmond responding saying, come on, Adam, just say Jews instead of hiding behind the word Zionist. He says many Jews don't like Israel, many Christians love it. 371 likes. Going down more and more. Risk manager. I was going to say, you got your job title right there. Good marketing, you know what he does for a living, interestingly enough. Now, he says, quote, he's not the mayor of anything. The election is in November. Well, yeah, that's why we clarified for the update time. Now, that to get, again, 220 likes. Ben Alil says, quote, wow, they're running for mayor, or sorry, are they running for mayor of Tel Aviv? I think I pronounced that right. Yeah, my pronunciation is not great. They got 3.4 thousand likes. New Age Democrat says, quote, a Muslim Democrat being more American first than a MAGA person is eye-opening in many ways, getting 3.6 thousand likes. That's huge. Or, as Trump would say, that's huge. That's huge. There's so many likes. There's more likes on that comment than other ones all combined. Well, maybe not that much, but you know what I mean. So by name of ZVI case is, quote, when someone cannot answer a simple question, it's because they don't want to. So he starts lying, getting 9 likes. Let's see here. Paulina Plazaz says, quote, Americans don't want Israel first. They want America first. Getting 2.9 thousand likes. So again, from Adam Media. Again, a lot of people don't like his policies because a lot of them are socialists. Israel and the United States is probably one of the more, I guess, more controversial hot topics lately. That wasn't pun intended. But the election is so far off in November. Do you think that'll be an impactful topic? Let me know in the comments because, as always, be fascinated to hear what you have to say. Thank you, everyone, for taking the time to tune in today. Again, trying to get to 6,000 subscribers by the end of the month. So if you can click that button, I greatly appreciate it. Also, give me a thumbs up, thumbs down, or a comment. It's a great way to give me some additional feedback, letting me know how I can make the show better and better. And lastly, don't forget to take time to tell your family, tell your friends, tell your coworkers, heck, tell your enemies, anyone, everyone. Just stay safe, fight the good fight.